of yesterday's show with Brandon and Amanda going at each other.
God.
Made my day.
My favorite.
And I want to tell you, I agree with Brandon. Chris Hardwick is a blank. So happy you guys are back to making my driving job bearable again. Did anyone watch The Wall last night?
I can't.
Yeah, I can't. I don't have the channel right now.
I just watched a little bit yesterday morning for show prep, and that was enough for me.
Yeah, again, because you hate Chris Hardwick, which we went
Yeah,
over.
and I just don't really. The show is just too feel good. They really do focus on making the show more about the contestants and the game itself. Like, they really want to give them money, but throughout the whole show, they want to tell their story and, highlight the contestants.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah, I like most of the
fun show.
shows on Game Show Network where you're actually rooting against most people,
Right.
like The Chase and things like that.
The
And
one
you're
with the briefcase where they got the lies in the briefcase.
Yeah,
That's a
yeah.
good one.
Yeah, those are the fun shows to watch.
Yeah.
No, I
but
did watch it.
Then we found out yesterday Amanda's in love with Chris Hardwick.
She looks up to him.
I really respect his career. I think he's a smart dude.
So much so that you didn't watch the show last night.
No, I did watch the show.
Oh, you did, and?
it's good.
Only
I
because of
liked it.
him?
Well, yeah, I don't know.
Is that what it is? Is it the appeal of Chris Hardwick for you, or is it a good show? Like, if it was a different host, would it still be a good game show?
I don't know if I'd watch it if it was a different host, to be honest with you.
You'll just watch whatever he's on.
yeah, pretty much.
Alicia says, I'm totally on Team Amanda. I love Chris Hardwick. I listen to his podcasts religiously, and he is very endearing. He's totally nerded out and excited about everything and everyone he talks to. He seems like a nerdier version of Jimmy Fallon. Although I don't think the show The Wall showcases his presence very well, but whatever it is, Brandon, don't be a nerd hater.
Okay.
So he talks. So he's like super smart and
Is he-
talks science
Yes.
or what?
No, well, yeah, he is a nerd.
He's a fanboy.
a super nerd. And his podcast, The Nerdist, he interviews just a bunch of different people, like actors, scientists. Like, it doesn't matter. He interviewed Bill Gates. Like, he just talks to these people. They sit down and they just have a conversation and talk back and forth. And then he started his website a long time ago, which is also called The Nerdist, which is just kind of like a catch-all for all things nerdy.
Did you, Brandon, do you also think part of his lack of appeal for you, what Alicia was referring to in her email, is he phony?
Yes.
Like, he comes across, like he's not really as positive or nice or whatever.
Exactly. I think
I
that
don't
if
think
you were
that's
to
true.
ever meet him, Amanda, I think you'd be sorely disappointed
I don't think I
because
would
I
be.
think he's a complete jerk.
Yeah, I don't think
That would be great.
No.
He'll ignore you. He'll refuse to give you an autograph. He'll
No,
talk
that's
down to
not
you
true.
because he's a bigger nerd than you.
No. No. I don't
No,
think
see, that's
true.
devastating when somebody you like. You
I
don't
know,
want that
right?
to happen.
Sorry, Amanda.
No.
Well, if you'd
You
like
heard
to
you
set
heard it here
up-
first.
If you'd like to set it up that I could meet Chris
Ooh.
Hardwick, I would love to
Well,
prove you wrong.
But he'd be phony then, because then we
he
set
won't
it up.
Set up.
It's
right,
all
right.
set up.
You got to meet him on the street.
Okay, I'll go to Disneyland on any given day. He'll probably be there. I'll meet him and he'll be wonderful.
Or not.
Have we heard any stories of how he is with people?
No,
Their
Dawn.
stories are always out there.
Because it's Chris Hardwick, we haven't heard any stories.
And he's not interesting.
We hear stories about people like Oprah, Bill Cosby, Tom Hanks, celebrities.
I hate you guys.
You got this note
Aw,
from
man,
Oh.
Not you, Don.
And the other complaint you had, Brandon, was he works too much. He does too much
Yeah,
stuff.
he's a hard worker. Let's hate him for that.
He doesn't say no.
Who cares? He's trying to get paid.
Ken says, I agree with Brandon that Chris Hardwick is totally overrated and that he would accept a live-action Star Wars mixed with Sesame Street Christmas special hosted on PBS if he had a chance, just to make us see his ugly
Oh,
face.
that'd be so sweet.
Brandon, come on.
No, I wouldn't.
They're like, hey, Brandon, you want some money to do this? Yes, please.
Not
Let me
that.
do it.
Did
No.
that guy say his ugly face?
Yeah.
What is up with the face? Because that's one of the reasons
not
Brandon hates
ugly.
him.
He's not gorgeous.
He's a regular freaking dude.
I just want to punch him in the face.
I want to punch you in the face.
Do it.
One more from Christopher. Says, I have a different reason for hating Chris Hardwick. He used to be a huge alcoholic, and he recovered by turning his addiction to Nerdist, and he acts like he's better than everyone.
Oh, he's a recovering alcoholic.
Yeah.
Is he an AA Nazi about it, though?
No.
Because that's what this guy's claiming. I don't know anything about
he's
Chris
not
Hardwick.
an AA Nazi at all, and I don't even think he went to AA. I think he went to rehab, and then he found other friends that were sober. He's super good friends with Bob Saget, and I think that they were sober together and maybe went to rehab at similar times. But he looked to his mentors to help him, and he didn't go to Nerdist. Nerdist is just recently. He actually went to stand-up comedy, is where he's been kind of until things started to pick up with him with the Comic-Con and all that different stuff that he's done. But
And he doesn't.
I don't even think he went to AA.
He doesn't lecture people
No,
about
absolutely not.
being better than everyone because he doesn't drink or recovering or anything.
No,
'Cause that's what this
doesn't.
guy's claiming.
I've never heard that before.
Well, I listen to his podcast religiously and have gone back and listened for years and years and years worth of content, and he's not holier than thou about his alcoholism. He actually just is there like, yeah, buddy, I've been there before. He's more that kind of a person that he's not judgmental about drinking at all.
So you mentioned the comedy part. Is it true? Because I just read this when I was trying to figure out who the hell this guy was yesterday. That he was really close to Joan Rivers and like she was his mentor with comedy or whatever.
I believe so.
Is that true?
I believe so. He was very close with Joan Rivers.
Oh, so that was sad for him then when she died.
Even his like celebrity connections are so lame. Bob
Joan
Saget,
Rivers!
Joan Rivers.
She's like, she was an icon.
It's the Rob